Mantra for today is I embrace. Let's rock and roll. All right, so we're going to begin today in Sukhasana, crossing at the ankles and giving yourself a little bit more space. So sometimes we kind of come to that crisscross applesauce over here, and that's not what we're doing today. It's just to kind of begin to open up through the hips and just kind of play with the structure a little bit. So traditionally we bring the ankles at a cross, and it might feel awkward at first, especially if you're used to kind of coming into these sort of shapes. So give yourself a good amount of space between thy crotch and thy ankles. It's gonna be one of those days. Okay. And then sit up nice and tall. And then just take a second to even take the hands to the tops of the thighs, and especially if you're new to the practice, the legs are going to want to fly up. So you might sit up on a block here, or just, use the power of our mind, which is what we're melding with this practice during yoga camp, trying to kind of invite a 360 experience in. So just use the power of your mind to just go, okay, I'm going to ground down through the tops of the thighs. And that might seem like, excess, but it's really not. Kind of retraining our bodies to have awareness again, be alive. So whatever that means to you, take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall, and exhale, begin to settle into this moment. So the video is rolling, you're here, maybe you didn't know if you had time or not, but you're here, the hard part is over, you've shown up for yourself, which is beautiful. So let's begin. Close your eyes and sit up nice and tall. Begin to relax through the shoulders, the jaw. Notice if you're clenching or gripping anywhere. We're not going to be here long today, so just take a quiet moment to just settle in. You might rock your heart forward and back in space. And see if then you can align your head over your heart center, your chest. And then align your chest or your heart over your pelvis. So we're connecting to the subtle body here, the energetic body, as you lift up through the center channel and align head over heart over pelvis. And draw the palms together, Anjali Mudra. And activate through the palms. This doesn't mean you have to necessarily be pressing super hard, but just really notice what that feels like. Stay present. And then if you can, see if you can bring a little awareness to the feet even. And begin to deepen the breath. The mantra today, say it quietly to yourself, or if you're feeling adventurous, say it out loud. I embrace. What is it that you can and will embrace on your mat today? Choose something that serves you. And repeat it to yourself, honoring the power of word, the power of thought. I embrace. And consider it already done, already so, as you bow the head to the hands, the mind intelligence to the body. And let's have some fun. Take the right hand over to the left knee, cross the left arm over, and bring it to the right knee. It's funny how something so simple can seem so complicated. So if you're just like, you're not alone. It's just, that's the beauty of yoga. It's humbling. And then the heels have not come in, and we're nice and spacious here in Sukhasana. As you inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, chin to chest. And that's the flow here. Inhale, this is like Ariel on the rock. Speaking to my generation there, little mermaid joke, a reference. And then chin to chest. And this is like Kate Winslet on the Titanic. How about that? And then chin to chest. I'm desperately searching for like a Paul Newman movie where he's like this. I can't. Leave it in the comments below if you think of one. And then chin to chest, and then keep it going on your own. A couple beats here, and I'll shut up. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you round. And the next time you inhale, lift up, bring head over heart, heart over pelvis again. Release the left fingertips, left palm only, and reach it behind, come into your twist. Now remember when I was blabbing on about the tops of the thighs, ground down through the top of the right thigh. So we're doing more than just the shapes here. We're kind of connecting to the energetic body, or just experimenting with that. Nice big breath in here. And exhale to release. Awesome. This time, I'm going to bring, the left arm underneath. So just bring your left arm underneath. Even I'm getting confused. And we repeat. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, open the chest. Remember that brightness in the feet. And exhale, chin to chest. And now you can start to find the little rock in the pelvis. And so I'm changing up the spinal flex a little bit today from normal cat-cow because I want us to stay present with the sensations as opposed to just focusing on just the shape. So the shapes are great and they're wonderful tools. But especially if you've been practicing for a while or you're really ready to create a full body experience, start loving yourself and living your life in a way that feels good, full. And this is the practice for you. Close your eyes for these last few. Good. Press into the sitting bones on your next inhale. Lift the heart, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Release the right fingertips this time. Send them all the way around and find your twist. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, letting go of the day thus far. Maybe you've had a hard week thus far. It's time to let go of everything that's happened up until this point and give yourself this time on your mat. You deserve it. One more big breath in here in your twist. Big breath out. And we'll bring it back. Awesome. Take the ankles and reverse the cross. See if you can still maintain the Sukhasana. So crossing right at the ankles. Your knees might be here, babe. No problem. Just be where you are today. Embrace it. And then side body stretch. Left fingertips come to the mat or left palm. Inhale, reach up and over. And here as you pull the right thumb back, try to lean into it. Resist the urge to kind of collapse here. So find that length. You got it. Inhale. And exhale through center. Again, the shape of your legs might look a little different than normal. That's good. Playing here. Take it to the other side. Oh yeah. Breathe into the tight places. So I'm a little sore today, so this is good. To practice what I preach. Stay present. And we'll come back to center. Great. From here, we're just going to take both legs to one side and come through to all fours. Bring the knees as wide as your yoga mat and the two big toes to touch.
Ooh, shit, that yoga mat.
Great. Then walk it out. Walk it out. Walk the palms active towards the front edge of your mat. So really, really reach. Then inhale, look forward, press into the tops of the toes here. So we're talking full body experience, lots of compression in the hip creases here. You got this. Breathe deep. Then on an exhale, lowering the elbows, relaxing the heart, down, down, down. Forehead comes to the mat. I am very aware that your extended child's pose may not look like this. It may not even feel good. So a couple of adjustments could be in order. To just lift the hips up off the heels and come into that Anahata Asana, that kind of heart to earth pose that we did before. Another option is to just be on the forearms here. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then slowly make your way back to all fours. Walk the knees underneath the hip points, toes in line with the knees. Then walk the palms out just a little bit, curl the toes under, and send it up to your downward dog. Stretch it out. Press into all 10 knuckles firmly. Imagine opening 2 jars, opening the right arm out, left arm out, so that we get this external rotation in the shoulders. Check out the foundations of downward dog for this, if you want a little more. And then everyone come to a place of stillness whenever you're ready for a nice big breath in and a big breath out. Careful not to hold in the head, the neck. Good, ready for that slow walk, nice and slow. Stay present, see if you can enjoy the transitions here, embrace it all. Negotiate your way to the front, and then when you're ready, find that nice forward fold. Forward fold, really great if you're feeling stressed out and just need a quick yoga break. Take a second to find what feels good here, either grabbing the shoulders, the elbows, walking the fingertips left to right, spreading awareness through your sweet feet. And again, maybe letting something go, something that happened previous to this moment. Letting the past go and then letting any grip on, what's to come, to-do lists, let that go just for now. Give yourself this time. When you're ready, we'll inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back position. Now remember, you have lots of options here. Palms on the tops of the thighs, palms on the shins, fingertips on the mat, a little more Ashtanga version. Inhale in here, everyone. And exhale, release. Slowly roll it up. Take your time. Enjoy. Maybe allow the fingertips to trace the fronts of the legs. Maybe as you lift the heart, you lift the toes. And then you know what to do here. Nice big circles with the shoulder. And some circles with the nose one way. And then the other. Checking in with the neck and shoulders. And hands come to the hips whenever you're ready. I'm just going to play with the pelvis here. So soften through the knees just so you can find a little tuck. Now, we're not tucking the tailbone necessarily. We're just kind of bringing our center underneath us. So again, bringing head over heart and heart over your pelvis is a great way to think of it, rather than trying to clench the butt or clench the butt. My new book coming out, Clench the Buttocks. Rather than any clenching, just kind of this alignment of muscle and bone, but also energy. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Just play. So we come into this kind of superhero position here. Draw energy up from the arches of the feet. What helps again is to lift the toes. So check that out. You might lift the kneecaps a little bit here. Tone the quadriceps as you lift, lift, lift. Then last but not least, lift your heart and draw the elbows together as best you can. Shoulder blades come in and together, lengthen up through the crown, big breath in, and exhale, release everything down, forward fold. Great. Inhale, halfway lift, elbows are going to reach back. Once again, try to touch each other. Halfway lift. Careful not to lock the knees here. Then use your exhale to float it down. Fingertips release to the earth. And we bend the knees generously. Step or hop it back to plank. But don't panic. Nice and soft. Nice and soft. Step or hop it back. So we're doing this just to create a little bit of, heat in the body, a little bit of energy. Don't think top of a push-up. Don't panic. Rock front to back. Try to create one nice long piece from the crown of the head all the way to the heels. Then feel free to stay here or lower on your knees, just like we did before. We'll cross the ankles if you want to. Inhale, look forward. Connect with the lower belly as you exhale. Elbows at a 45-degree angle all the way to the belly. Great. Release the feet. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Awesome. Curl the toes under. Press back up to all fours. And then continue to peel up through the tail, downward facing dog. Check in with your breath. Rather than doing downward facing dog today, can you just embrace one sensation at a time? Checking in. I like to imagine it as this nice long scroll, and I'm just going down through my checklist. But I was only a child, so it's not why I do stuff like that. All right, here we go. Drop the left heel, lift the right leg high. Right toes down, lift from your right inner thigh. Strong here, connect to your strength. Big breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee. Slowly shift your weight forward. Right knee hugs in towards the heart.
Seriously?
And then step it up into your lunge. Great. Lower the left knee down today. And if it feels good, and only if it feels good, you might just play here, walking the left knee back just a hair. Now check out front leg, front knee over front ankle. And then we embrace the stretch here. Take your right thumb to your right hip crease. Roll the right hip crease back. It might widen your stance like it just did mine. Stay present with the sensations. Remember your mantra. Go ahead and uncurl the back toes. Press into the top of the back foot. Press into the left fingertips here or left palm. Right thumb is still on the right hip crease. Let that turn you. Taking the heart towards the right side of your yoga mat. Stay here. Right thumb on right hip crease. Or send the right fingertips back. Just reach. Press into the ball joint of the right big toe. Big breath in here. And then exhale back to center. Awesome. Press into all 10 fingertips. Curl the back toes under. Inhale, lift. Open your heart. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it back. Plank. Slowly lower to the knees or keep them lifted. We hug the elbows in 45 degrees as we bend. Belly to the earth, tops of the feet to the mat. Inhale, cobra, nice and low. And exhale, release. Curl the toes under. Press back up to all fours. And then peel it up, downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Big breath out. Press into your knuckles. Walk the two big toes together. This time, reach the right heel down towards the earth as you inhale, lift the left leg up high. Try to turn the left toes down towards the earth or even towards the right side of your yoga mat. Lift from the left inner thigh. Inhale in, strong, connect to your strength. Exhale, bend the left knee, squeeze it up and in as you roll through that right foot. Step it up into your lunge. Lower the right knee. Catch your breath. If it feels good, and only if it feels good, just walk that right knee back just a hair. And then find your alignment. Front knee over front ankle. Left fingertips on the mat. Right fingertips on the mat. We bring the left thumb to the left hip crease. Pulling back here, it might widen your stance. Then come off the back toes. Press into that back foot strong. And maybe you just stay here. Careful not to collapse in the head or the neck. Or maybe you reach the left fingertips all the way back. Breathe into the armpit chest. Nice, strong breaths here. And then dialing it back to center. All 10 fingerprints come to the mat. We curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Inhale. Let your heart radiate forward. Runner's lunge, beautiful. Then exhale, plant the palms. Optional vinyasa here, you can take it straight to down dog, or you step the left toes back and you move through a little flow. This time it could be chaturanga to up dog, or repeating that belly to cobra. Then we meet in downward facing dog.
Downward facing dog.
So more on that vinyasa moment tomorrow when we do sun salutations. Big breath in. Big breath out as you lower the knees. Come onto the tops of the feet. and take it to a child's pose. Fingertips reach back, forehead to the mat. Allow the weight of the shoulders to round and release. Take a rest. Press into the tops of the feet and slowly reach the fingertips forward. Press into the palms and nice and slow, we'll come back up, negotiating, making our way to a little lion's pose, a little lion's breath. So the knees are going to go as wide as the yoga mat. I figure if you can get through some lion's breath the first week of your journey, we can do anything. So coming into the full shape today, if you're not able to come into this shape, tending to the knees or maybe the feet are really tight, you have options. You can sit on a block to lift you, or a blanket is nice rolled up behind the knees just to give you a little space. You can also come on to the toes here for a little lift. So wherever you are, lengthen through the torso, and we're going to take our fingertips forward. Then from here, go ahead and turn your left fingertips towards your body. Just check it out there. It's one at a time here.
Seriously?
So chances are, if you've never really, if this part of the body needs some awakening, you're not going to get too far. But in time, you'll be able to bring the palm to the earth. So just play here, but be super mindful. Notice if the thumb is wanting to creep in. See if you can keep the thumb nice and straight. And then gently come off that and release. Now we'll do the same thing on the right side. Turning the right fingertips around. You might just stay on the right fingertips here. Breathing into the forearm. Or maybe come all the way onto the palm. Really mindful of that thumb. Big breath in. Big breath out. Great. We'll come off the right. Take a second to wiggle the fingertips. Maybe draw circles with the wrists if you need to. And preparing for lion's breath. Let's just go for it. So if this is too much for you in the arms, you can just do this on claws or even fists. Okay? So prepare yourself here. Careful not to collapse into the earth wherever you are. And what we do is we take a big breath in through the nose. And on an exhale, we send our gaze up towards the third eye, right in between the two eyebrows. You can even close your eyes and do it if you feel like a dummy, but I say just go for it. And on the exhale, we reach our tongue out towards the earth, towards the chin. We press away from the yoga mat, and we let out a nice cleansing breath. It looks like this. Ow, that will hurt my jaw. Okay, so let's give it a try. We're going to do 3 of these and just see what happens, right? Can you embrace it? Can you just embrace, right?
I'm recording this. How can I do that?
Inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Tongue out. Awesome. 2 more.
Hairball.
And last one. Awesome. Super fierce. Walk the palms out. Child's pose. What just happened? And pressing into all 10 knuckles. We press into the tops of the feet. So press to your foundation for every transition. Connect. And we'll come back to all fours. Take your time getting there. When you arrive, we're going to find those goalpost arms. And if you need to come off the wrist, so if you're new to practice and your wrists are like, then feel free. Remember to take moments on your own to rotate the wrists and just really tend to it rather than giving up or, getting pissed off. You need to take responsibility. You need to come off the wrist. You need to massage them when you need to. Remember how powerful the mind is. Okay? Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees back, underneath the hip points. Here we go. I'm going to inhale, extend my right toes out long, and lift from the right inner thigh. Hug the lower ribs in, and then slowly reach your left fingertips out as if you're trying to shake someone's hand. Then plug the left shoulder. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, rounding it in, nose to knee. Only 3 of these, you got it. Inhale, extend. Exhale, nose to knee. How's your foundation? Inhale, extend, pressing into the top of that back foot. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, extend. And exhale, back to all fours. Whoa. Same thing on the other side. Slide the left toes out. Hug energy into the midline. Hug the lower ribs in, so kind of knit them together. So if they're just kind of splaying out here, remember that tabletop position. Whoa. And then we lift the back leg up. Don't forget about your foundation. Top of the right foot, pressing into the left palm. As you inhale, reach the right fingertips forward. Plug the right shoulder in. If you're shaking someone's hand here, and then plug it in. And here we go. We flow. Inhale. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale. Keep it nice and slow. Extend. Spread the fingertips. Spread the toes. Exhale. Nose to knee. Inhale. Extend. Exhale. Nose to knee. Rounding through the spine. Keep checking your foundation. Inhale. Extend. Exhale, release. Awesome. Swing the toes to one side. Come to seated. Great work, my friends. We're going to take a little thriller arms here. So just bring the legs to a nice Sukhasana again, crossing the ankles, practicing with the heels a little further from your base. And then thriller arms. Should feel good. Loop the shoulders. Breathe into the muscles of the forearm. Fingertips down.
I am my limited power.
Release. Palms come to the earth. We'll extend the legs out long and come to lie down. So get comfy here. Tuck the chin into the chest. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Then we'll slide the left knee up towards the sky. Sole the left foot on the mat. Lift the right leg up high, and then we'll cross, bending at the right knee, crossing the right ankle over the left thigh. Reclined, one-legged pigeon here as you press off of your left foot and interlace the fingertips behind the left thigh. Breathe here, stay right in the feet, so just a little energy in the feet here. And then we squeeze the legs up towards the heart. Keep the neck nice and long. If you find that a little sway back and forth feels good, by all means. So find what feels good here. You might even press the right elbow into the right inner thigh. And then take at least a couple breaths to just imagine your left foot on a wall here. So left shin parallel. Again, squeeze. Take a nice deep breath in. Use your exhale to release. And we switch. Right foot to the ground, left leg crosses up and over. Cross your left ankle over the top of the right thigh. Stay relaxed through the shoulders, my friend. All that stress and tension that we build up in the neck and shoulders, let's keep it soft and mindful here. The practice of awareness, so good. Okay, here we go. Pressing up off the right toes, interlacing behind the right thigh this time. And acknowledging, embracing the fact that, each side is different. I was in a little bit of a car wreck not too long ago, and I'm fine, but, really did kind of shift my body, especially my right side and my left side. So you need to stay present. You need to honor what's what. And it can change from every day, every practice, one to the next. Finding gentle rocks. Eventually finding that right foot up against an imaginary wall here, right shin parallel. Opening chest, relax through the shoulders. Big breath in. Good Exhale, release. Use your breath to release. Both feet come to the mat. I interlace the fingertips behind the head. You didn't think we were going to get out without a little core, even though we already did core too. Extend the thumbs, elbows nice and wide. Scoop your tailbone up and press off both feet. Shins parallel. This time again, both feet up against the wall. Inhale in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Elbows nice and wide. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And keep it going. Keep a nice amount of space between your chin and your chest. Imagine a juicy mango or something there. Keep your gaze straight up and maybe slightly back. So again, resist the urge to crunch here. And one more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. This time stay lifted. Extend the legs up high. Inhale in. Exhale, slowly lower the right heel down. Not going to do a lot of these, scissoring the legs. Back up to center. Inhale in. Exhale, slowly lower the left leg down. Inhale, back to center. Keep the elbows wide, neck nice and long. You can use your thumbs to gently tug the back of the head out. Keep lots of space. And 2 more times on your own, scissoring the legs. We got this. Lower back is super flush with the mat. My elbows are wanting to come in. Keep yours nice and wide. Here we go. One more. Embrace that shake, that tremble. Here we go. And then after you're done, take a second to hug the knees into the chest. All the shoulder blades in and underneath you. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together, knees super wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. I'm sore. Great, take the hands to the belly here, give yourself a little pet. And then arms rest gently at our sides whenever you're ready. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Keep it in the nostrils, in through the nose. I embrace marrying the breath and the body with the mind, the power thought. We move all this energy around in our practice, and so by just experimenting, it may not even be your thing, but just experimenting with intention, mantra, affirmation, even in the most simplest way, it kind of checks our thoughts, kind of guides the mind, the manas back to the energy. And then it allows the energy to be used and directed to a place that serves you. Right? We've all been there. We're just like, oh my God, why am I being so crazy? Stay here as long as you like. Supta Baddha Konasana, that's the shape here. Cobbler's pose or reclined cobbler's pose. Or begin to extend the legs out long. Windshield wiper the toes back and forth a couple times. It feels good. And then we'll let it all go. Way to show up today. Thanks for sharing your time, your breath, and your practice with me. See you for day 4. Namaste.